Hello, everyone. My name is Yili Vu, and I am with the Appleton Public Library. I am the Adult Services and Engagement Librarian. And today I have the privilege to interview an amazing woman who is in our community. And before I introduce her, I just wanted to let everyone know that our Entrepreneurs of Color Spotlight highlights an entrepreneur's journey, and we invite all of you to participate and interact and also learn with us from our business entrepreneur. So if you have any questions, you can write your questions on the chat. And this spotlight has been sponsored by the Wisconsin United Coalition of Mutual Association and the Hmong Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce. This event has been made possible by 3 organizations who came to work together to create our Entrepreneurs of Color Spotlight. So thank you to the Appleton Public Library, ColorBold Business Association, and UW Extension Division. So before I bring in Mahima, I would like to introduce that Mahima Grover, currently resides in Appleton here, and she has been a freelance yoga and dance instructor for the YMCA for about 2.5 years, and she'll share more about her journey as a freelance yoga and dance instructor.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much for being here today. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are?
Absolutely. So my name is Mahima Grover, and I'm an Indian by birth, and I was born in India, born and brought up, and that is where I did my studies and everything. And we moved to the US in the year 2015 with my husband and his work. And I did my the yoga teachers training from India, and that is what I started exploring when I got an opportunity to work, when I got my EAD. And that is when I started my journey as an instructor, as a yoga instructor. And I've been a yoga instructor with the Y for the past 2.5 years now. And then I added on another thing, which was Bollywood, which is one of my another passions, my deep-rooted love for dancing. And so I started doing some workout, Bollywood-based workout workshops. I did a few workshops at the Y and at the Nina Public Library. And then I got an opportunity to offer the same through Appleton Public Library. And I live in Appleton. I live in Appleton with my family. I have a 13-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son. And my parents, they live with me. And of course, I have a husband also.
Thank you.
Yes.
So what inspired you to become a yoga and dance instructor?
So, from the background that I come from India, I had my studies. I did my bachelor's of pharmacy, and I was working at the corporate world in the HR department, and I was completely comfortable with that 9 to 5 kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. But then that kind of changed when I had my daughter. I took a break to be a mom, and then we moved to the US, and I was not legally allowed to work for the first 3 to 4 years that I was here. Mm-hmm. And when I finally got an EAD, I had an option in front of me wherein I could go back to a corporate kind of an environment, or I could explore something more. And that is where I decided to follow my passion. And yoga was one of the things that was my interest from a very, very long time. And I did my teacher's training in India, and I thought I would explore that. And I was... that is where I started my journey as a yoga instructor. And then, I told you, love for dancing is always there with me. And I started approaching and reaching out to people and letting them know that that is also something that I have to offer. And Bollywood dance, I realized nobody is actually aware of. There is nobody who's offering it here in the Appleton, the Fox Valley. And so that is how I started. I reached out to a few people. I reached out to the Appleton Public Library, and you guys were good. You guys were kind enough to give me an opportunity, and that is how it all started.
Yeah, and so if you haven't been to our past Bollywood dance workout session, those are very popular. We started them in the spring, and then because of so many people requested again, we had it as part of our summer library program for the adults, and we did it outdoor, and it was so
Yes,
amazing just to see so many different people from all ages and background coming together and just dancing away. And it's like you said, it's so fun, and you don't have to be someone who need to know how to dance to be
yes,
participating. So yeah,
yes,
so hopefully we
absolutely.
can do those more in the near future.
Oh,
And
yes, absolutely. I would love to. That was so much fun.
yeah, you said that you taught dance at no yoga at the Y. Which location in Appleton are you currently teaching your sessions?
So I have my regular classes at the Appleton YMCA and a few sessions at the Nina Minasha YMCA also. So if you go to the YMCA app and their website, and if you search my classes, you will get to know my timings and the days of the week that my classes are available.
Mhm.
Apart from that, I also teach chair yoga at the Menasha Senior Center once a week. It's like for the senior citizens. That is also something that I offer.
That's awesome. What's the most rewarding thing about being a small business owner or being able to do what you love, like what you just mentioned?
Exactly what you just said. To do what I love, that is the kind of space I get. That is the kind of flexibility that I get to do what I want to do and to do it the way that I picturize it in my head. So be it in yoga class or a Bollywood dance workshop, that is something that it really makes me very happy, is to design my own class. And then sometimes I go to a class, in a yoga class for example, and I see that I had something in my mind, and but the kind of participants who are there in the classroom, they are so different. So I have to change what is it that I'm offering on that day. So that kind of a creativity, that kind of a flexibility is what I get being my own my own being a freelance instructor. I get to choose the timings, I get to choose the days of the week, because I have two kids at home, and I'm able to balance my family life and my professional life. That is something that really helps me a lot. So those are the biggest advantages of being your own boss.
Yeah. All right. So those are some of the positive things about being your own boss. But what are some of the challenges that you see as, a freelance instructor? And can you share a little bit more about that?
I think the biggest challenge is the marketing aspect, I would say, letting people know that that is something that is being offered, and going out in the community, telling people what is it that you do. That is something that I also need to work on, because I need to get more media savvy. I need to become more open with marketing aspects of a business. So that is the biggest challenge that I personally face. And that is something that I need to work on. Apart from that, I don't think there are any challenges as such, because if you have something novel to offer to the community, then the roads, they just open up for you. And people here at Fox Valley especially, they are so open, they are so engaging, and then they're willing to try out so many different things. So I think that's the biggest challenge, the marketing and the advertising aspect.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. And so, how, like, what are all like the requirements that you have to do before you can become a yoga and dance instructor? Like, can you share a little bit about that as well?
Sure. So to be a yoga instructor, I think the prerequisite would be to get the teacher's certification. You do the 250-hour or the 500-hour teacher certification from an institute that is Yoga Alliance certified. However, believe that is not legally required to become a yoga instructor here in the US. So if you think that you know um, the philosophy behind a yoga practice, and if you think that you've been practicing yoga for a long time and you can share that knowledge with the community, I believe you can go ahead and become a yoga instructor. However,
Mhm.
not many studios would probably take up those kind of people who do not have a certification. That is, I think, one of the prerequisites to become a yoga instructor. And also, the certification helps you to understand the philosophy, makes you more knowledgeable about the
Mhm.
poses and the breathing practices, which is an integral part of a yoga practice. Bollywood dance is like a very is a very open kind of a thing. I am a diploma holder in one of the classical dances of India, which is Kathak. So that kind of helped me to understand more about the dance. And Bollywood dance is a mixture of all the classical dances of India, a little bit of folk dance, a little bit of jazz, a little bit of hip hop.
Mhm.
So there is no real one certification that you need to have to teach Bollywood dance. It's just more of an experience. And the Bollywood music you heard, right? They come from all genres. The Bollywood
Mhm.
music could be like a folksy beats, or it could be slow, it could be fast, it could be hip hop, it could be jazz, as I said. So for being a Bollywood instructor, I don't think you need any certification, but my background in classical dancing did help me a lot.
Okay. Yeah, that's just good to know because that's one of the area of industry that, I know many people that I've helped them with in small business help that they're always curious about how they can turn their passion, like they love dancing and how they can become a dance instructor, how they can start, doing some more independent work like that. So
Yes.
yeah, so that's good to know. Thank you. Um, what's your planned, what's your future plan for your business?
So my future plan is I'm really working hard about opening a yoga and a dance studio is what I'm trying to plan for, and I have started looking out for a space which I can utilize as a studio because I feel I think I'm now ready to go all to give all my all to this work that I do, because I realize that people do love the Bollywood dance also. So, apart
Mhm.
from the workout based workshops, I would love to teach Bollywood as a dance form to adults and to kids, anyone who is interested.
Mhm.
And also, I would like to share my knowledge of yoga, because I want to make it, because
Mhm.
the kind of practice that I do is very authentic, very much
Mhm.
rooted in the yogic philosophy. It's not so much about breaking into sweat, but it's more about the mind, body, soul balance.
Mhm.
So that is what my future plan is, to have my own studio in the Appleton area, and let the community experience what I have to offer.
Yes. So I know that you talked a little bit about that marketing is one of your area of challenges, but how did you get started when you how did you get to your clients or to become a part of the YMCA? Like how did you market your business to those individuals?
It was with the YMCA. It was actually very simple. I just sent across my resume to them, and then they had their first round of interviews. And then one of the fitness directors at the Appleton Y, she wanted me to kind of do a small class for her, a 20-minute class to experience what is it that I do and what kind of a class do I offer. And then it was pretty simple after that. They just said, yes, come on in, join the team. And it was very simple there. And Christina, who is the fitness director at the Appleton Y, she was lovely. She just took me on. That's it. For the Bollywood dance, I just reached out to a lot of people. I sent emails to a lot of people, and the first one being the Nina Public Library, and she was kind enough to give me a shot, and that is where I did my first Bollywood based workout workshop, which was so much fun. And then at the Y also, I did one of the classes. And then in your case also, I just shot across an email to the Appleton Public Library, letting them know what is it that I do, what is it that I can offer. And that's how you got back in touch with me, and then we just started it. So
Yeah.
I think that's how it is. You just reach out to people, you let people know what is it that you have to offer, and then kind of things start rolling from there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great way to market your business and to get your business out there in the community. So,
Yes.
yeah, thank you for sharing that. What is your advice for um, individuals who want to start what you did?
I don't know what to say, but I'm very new to this. But what one thing I can share from the bottom of my heart is that if you want to do something and if you're passionate about something, I don't think you should think twice. You should just take the first step ahead, go and start it. Let's just that passion take over for a moment, and then start taking steps towards making it a reality, and then things just start falling into place eventually. The only uh, thing that stops us is that risk taking ability, but in today's world I feel that's not much of a risk. It's just that I'm not so media savvy, but if I was given a choice and if I wanted, I could just start posting videos on YouTube and TikTok. And I mean, there are so many avenues to just go about and start doing things.
Mhm.
So if you are passionate about something and if you think you are creative enough and talented enough, I think you should just take the first step.
Yeah, that's a great advice.
Yeah, the first step is the hardest.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel.
yes, it is. I understand. Yeah, but if you haven't been to any of Mahima's Bollywood dance or just dance workout, you should try it. And if you need to get in contact with Mahima, I'm going to show her email address here so you can get in touch with her. And it's at
Yes.
mahima.grover@gmail.com. And you can contact her. And yeah, and so is there anything else that you want to share with us before we wrap up, Mahima?
Uh, I feel that Bollywood dance, especially a Bollywood dance based workout workshop or just learning Bollywood dance, can be something that anyone can do. Even the corporates here who are in the Fox Valley, if they want to offer something to their employees, if they're taking their employees out for kind of an employee engagement kind of a thing, and if they feel that something new, something innovative needs to be offered, then Bollywood dance is something that's going to be really fun for the employees. And if they want something relaxed, they don't want their employees to get tired or anything, then a yoga workshop is perfect for them to relax, to de-stress, and to just to settle down. So that's the only thing that I want to share.
Awesome. Thank you, Mahima. Thank you so much for your time. And
Thank you so much.
yeah, I mean, through you, I learned so much about, your culture, a little bit about Bollywood dancing, and I truly appreciate that. So thank you for being
Yes.
in our community and continuing to do what you love and turning your passion into a dream.
Oh,
So
yes.
yeah.
And I want to thank the Appleton Public Library to giving me, you were the guys who gave me the opportunity to just go ahead and do what I wanted to do. You were so sweet and always supportive of whatever I do. So thank you so much.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Mahima. All right,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you for
Bye.
joining us. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.